I'm Nancy Leader on the Zeta Report. There's been an explosion of media attention to the supposed end of the Mayan calendar, December 21st, 2012. But is this really the date the Mayans were pointing to? Well, let's look at the evidence. The Mayan people were clearly influenced by the Anunnaki, from whom they received their information. Their day symbols include the Tun, a symbol for 360 days, and the Katun, a multiple, 3,600. Where have we heard this number before? 360. 3,600. The ancient Sumerian Shar is a 3,600-year period. It represents the passage for Nibiru, the planet of the crossing, known today as Planet X. But the Anunnaki left the Earth a long time ago. For the Zetas, the Anunnaki built the Great Pyramids as sighting devices to catch a red glow on an oil pool within the chamber. The Great Pyramids were built, best estimate, during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu. This was 2,500 years BC, well before the last pole shift, which occurred during the Jewish Exodus. The Mayan temples are likewise in ruins. No contact with the Anunnaki for eons. One of the claims for the 2012 date is the ceremonial calendar of the Guatemalan Indians, descendants of the Mayans. But for the Zetas, there is a considerable gap when they lost track of time. Pole shifts cause disruption in communities, who later try to resume their former ceremonies and strike out at a likely time in doing so. So where did we get this 2012 date? First, bear in mind that the Mayan had 3 calendars. The long count, which was based on a 360-day year, the ceremonial, which was 260 days long and just kind of kept wrapping around, and the astrological calendar, which had verifiable events such as eclipses. There is no correlation between these 3 calendars. Thus, there's no way to correlate the long count based on events such as eclipses. There was carbon dating done on a wooden beam containing a long count and a ceremonial glyph, supposedly the year of creation, but the carbon date has an average and has a range of up to 5 years. Not too accurate. It was an archaeologist named J. Eric S. Thompson, described as a forceful individual, that's politically correct for dictatorial, who insisted his 2012 date was correct. In fact, the argument is still alive today, as no one knows for sure. The 2012 mania continues. A plethora of books, a History Channel documentary, and a new movie in 2009 called 2012. Based on the theme that the world is truly ending and mankind can only be saved by exiting the Earth. The movie makes no mention of the passage of Nibiru, aka Planet X, but it does have fictional planets. In May of 2007, the History Channel took a turn at informing mankind of the pending passage of Planet X in a documentary called Decoding the Past, Doomsday 2012, The End of Days. This was more factual, discussing prophecies in the record of periodic catastrophes that are recorded in the Earth's geography, but still no reference to Nibiru, aka Planet X. For the Zetas, pointing to the skies, or the Zeta Talk website, was considered too close to the truth. But the History Channel did include something from the Zeta Talk website, the new geography to come, where the new equator goes down along North and South America. Well, I wrote the History Channel and asked them why they didn't credit Zeta Talk for that equator along the Americas. No response. Maybe Zeta Talk's a little too truthful, and they fear panicking the public. So it's up to the aliens to tell you the truth. In July 2008, a significant crop circle was laid down in Avebury Manor in the UK. This showed the planets positioned as they will be on December 21st, 2012, but except for Pluto, which seems to be way ahead of itself out in the future. Almost as though the circle makers were saying, something is wrong. You're getting ahead of yourself. Then there's that retrograde swirl in the sun, as though the circle makers were saying, go back, turn back. For the Zetas, the pole shift will not happen in 2012, but will occur before that date. And that's what this crop circle was trying to relay. Until next time on the Zeta Report, this is Nancy Lee.